Hey, what's up everyone? This is going to be a Mandela Effect Residue video along with many other things that I'll be discussing. For many of you that remember taps being in existence, now many people remember ghost adventures or ghost hunters being called taps. And now in the reality that's around us, they were never called taps. There was an episode of South Park where they made fun of ghost hunters or ghost adventures, and you can see multiple references to taps. And, sorry, I had a pain in my side. But there it is, taps. Many of you remember taps being Ghost Adventures or Ghost Hunters' original title. And there was a time in high school where this friend of mine who there were certain people that I could G with. There were certain people I couldn't. There were certain people that I could that I just got along with. But he was one of them, and he was stayed until the bad crowd, I'll just say, took him. Kind of the drug crowd and stuff wound up taking him, but I mean taking him in, taking several of the people who were my friends. But I'm not going to talk about that. But he remembered taps. He said we could be like taps, ghost hunting, and he mentioned taps, and I'll never forget that when he mentioned taps. And they were making fun of how it was like, what was that? What was that? So for those of you that remember taps, let me know. Because Ghost Adventures in this reality, the reality around us, has never been taps. And thank you to Georgia Bigfoot for sending well wishes, by the way, in my previous video. Right now, things are not going so well. Not just emotionally, but illness-wise, financially as well. It's crazy. We get those times, I suppose, but my daddy's on the road, and they were sending him back to Missouri. He just barely missed this. He had to go out of his time. And with these computers, with his computer crap and truck driving now, you have to just do what you have to do. And a lot of trucks shut off. Thankfully, his doesn't. You know, your fingers crossed, knock on wood, they don't ever do that. But the current OmniTrack system that's in his truck, I had to email the corporation. I had to wind up emailing for him, for his business and for him. You know, for his bosses and him, I had to wind up emailing, and then they wound up changing. I gave detailed information, and they wound up changing it back how it was. But then this year they upgraded the system again, and then it's still. But he's finally learned it more. But the thing is, he just barely missed that bad weather, and then the computer said he's out of his time. Used to truck drivers, they could work their logs, and you all know, you know what I'm talking about if you've dealt with truck driving. And see, you can't do that now. And they do get more rest, but the thing is, it's just more time consuming doing that. But the thing is, he went to Missouri and then back to Tennessee. Now he's in Tennessee right now. And then he is now got to head back to Missouri, and I'm going to have to call him in a little while. He's barely gotten any rest. He can't breathe, just like what we went through, but he's on the road. So and now he's got to have a back haul to Missouri. He's got to go back to Missouri again. And he wanted more runs for his paycheck. You know, he wanted more runs to get more runs to have a better check, because this past week and this week we're already in the negatives, and we're not going to be, it's not good. And then we're going to have to take more out to pay bills, and it's like, I mean, oh my goodness, it's not good. But you know how that goes. I'm not going to talk about all that right now, but he's feeling really bad. He can't even breathe out of the nose, and he sounds awful. And yeah, my mama's aching. She doesn't feel well. She's really sleepy, and I've been so much more tired than usual. Like, I've been so much more sleepy. Just much more sleepy than I should be. Having to sleep for, like, I don't know, just 16 hours. I don't know, just having to sleep for too many hours. and for my age especially. And it's just not right. That I don't know, something's wrong. Something's really wrong. But Fifth World did an awesome video earlier. I tried to watch much of the stream as much as I could. And I fixed a grilled cheese for my mama and myself. Fixed one for me. And I went out. I mowed the yard. The traffic. It was, oh my goodness. See, a truck. They wound up having the traffic was like backed up just like this on both sides, and the truck wound up losing its load. This was the yard on one side when I was done with it. We never get this kind of traffic on our road. This is an old road, and then there was this truck trying to turn, and then it was chaotic, I'm telling you. And one guy tried to keep on going. The crossing guard got very mad at him. I don't blame him. I backed the truck all the way up. That's the road right then. But just look at all that. Look at all that traffic. I mean, it was backed up as far as you could see. And that's what they wound up having to do. They put it on that right there on a tow pro, and it was just. I mean, the traffic was backed up for as far as you could see. It was crazy. I mowed over what the county did. I couldn't believe the county or the state, whatever you want to call it, actually did part of the yards. I mean, part of the main part out there at the road. So I did. There's some clouds there. So I did part of it. I mowed back over it, and then I mowed. They didn't mow all of that, but they mowed the. I couldn't believe they actually mowed down in the yard. They left this down our yard years ago. They left this. They dug to put water lines in, and then they left this brush. They left trees they dug up and killed in our yard. They said, "Oh, we'll go back and get those." Yeah, they didn't. They did not go back and get it. They just let it grow up, and they just left a bunch of stuff that we couldn't deal with. We couldn't do anything with. They left all of that in our yard on our property down there at the branch. But I wound up mowing all of that and making it look better. The field, I couldn't get that with the mower. There's just no way. There was no way I could get it with a mower. It would completely destroy the mower. But I got what I could and made it look pretty good. You have to do what you can do anyway. I mean, I didn't feel that great, but and this is a hill across from us. And I thought that was really nice. This donkey and a cow. Well, there's actually several cows, but there's the donkey and the cow there. Yeah. Just trying to do, I was just trying to do whatever I could do, you know. But just get the yard mowed and stuff, or at least the main part of it. So I just wanted to talk a little bit and also share the ME residue of taps. So much love and peace. Feel free to donate and help us out if you can. And if I ever can, believe me, I'll help out as many people as I possibly can. Times are tough, but I just wanted to share all of this with you all and leave it a peaceful part of the video. So peace and much love. This is Spaced Out Production signing out. My links are below. I love you all so much. Peace.